Oh yeah, there it is. Yep, yep.
Okay, it went right in the faster water.
It went into that deeper channel down there. I'm really pleased to say that I'm finally almost ready to leave. I will be targeting these first and then I'm going to fish the Arctic Sea. This size trout would be awesome. My departure is in, let's say, in 2 hours. I've been packing for like 2 days. It's tough every time, man. So much, so much things. Because I'm gonna spend about a month in the north. A lot of thinking, a lot of things. Here's my fly tying space. It's my sacred spot. I have this box here. I have that much space for my fly tying stuff. Bucktail, just bucktail, different colors. Hackles, all kinds of hackles and some other feathers. Craftful and slappen. Here's some flash. Here's the tools, chenil and some rubber or silly legs or whatever. This is the chunker, yeah, chunker stuff. Foam, some longer hairs, some fox, some Arctic sheep, some goat, some beaver, and here's some dubbing, different colors. All kind of body materials, tying threads and body materials. UV glue. Yeah, that's good. Perfect fit. I'm just, like, I'm at that point of my mental state that I'm just getting it done. Hooks and some eyes and googly eyes and weighted, dumbbell eyes. Yeah, it's gonna be a long drive, at least 12 hours. Anyway, it's getting real. It's getting real. It's getting real, man. I've been driving for about an hour and I got so hungry that I just needed to have a quick break. This is just next level thing. I didn't even realize that how good this is, because now I have a table. It's also, the shelving system. It's bed and it's a table. This is just fantastic. Here's the fridge. I can just open it here, handle everything here. Why cars are not made like this? One person cars. I don't understand that. I'm in heaven. I'm not bragging, that's not the point, but I'm just so happy with this. I'm probably gonna try something like 6 hours and then I'll just need to have a good sleep. This is life. Bye now. Good morning. It's the end of the summer. It's getting cold. It's about 5 degrees at the moment. Refreshing. I think I slept for something like 6 hours. Yeah, I look tired. I am. This is the mighty Torne River. And that side there, that's Sweden.
Greater tribute to you, brave Finland, than to insult your hated neighbor with this sign right here. Sweden sucks.
I'm in Finland. This is our greatest Baltic salmon river. And Baltic salmon is just a little bit different from the Atlantic salmon. And the typical size here for the catch is something like 10 kilos, so roughly 20 pounds, and biggest ones are above 40 pounds. Those are caught every year. I'm usually fishing on the other side. There's lot less, fork fishing there, and there's so much places that you can just, if you just walk for 3 kilometers, you can fish all alone in very beautiful spots. But I'm not fishing here on this trip. It's the end of the summer, and salmon are way up, and there's not much other fish. Of course there's pike and perch, grayling, all sort of like local fish. And yeah, there's sea trout also, but it's you cannot fish them. It's so they are trying to preserve the stock. It's a good thing, and stock is getting bigger, so it's recovering, and that's really nice. So I busted my ESP. Cannot use the cruise control. Oh my! With these over 10-hour drives, it's like tiresome. You need to focus on the speed all the time, that you are not going over the speed limit, and it sucks. I'm getting there today, pretty soon actually, a couple of hours still. ESP cables are somewhere here, but yeah, just gonna wiggle them if it's just some contact issue. It's there. Yeah, nothing much I can do. This is so luxurious. I just pop out the kettle and pour some water and put the kettle on, man. 1050 watts. Just boiling 1 liter of water, it will use something like 6% from the full capacity. It's quite a lot, but that's how it is. Heating takes a lot of energy. And yeah, by the way, ESP started to work because I just wiggled the wires. Funny. Yeah, so finally here. I'm just gonna put my camp up and get a good rest. Let's see if the tarp holds. Yeah, well, I was about to do some filming. I just wanted to have some imagery of the land, and it started to rain. And I don't have my rain cover for the camera, so not going to shoot while it rains. Man, I'm tired. It was a rough drive, and it took, you know, whole afternoon to put the tent and the camp setting up. I need some coffee. Oh, that does it. I think I'm just gonna rest today, you know. I'll be here at least 3 weeks in this camp, so I have enough time. I don't feel like putting my waders on at the moment, so I think it's better to just rest well and yeah, buddy. Not going too strongly at the moment. Anyway, it's like being home. I don't mind the rain because I have such a good shelter system. And I wouldn't mind the rain anyway. It's the part of experience. But the, you know, unfortunate thing is that I don't know if I have enough food. I mean, I know that I don't have enough food for the trip. I'm gonna need to fish a lot, and I'm gonna need to eat a lot of fish. And I hope that I can find some berries and maybe some mushrooms. It's just been so damn dry. So I'm worried that there's not going to be any good mushrooms. And I haven't seen much berries either. There's some berries I've seen, but I haven't seen blueberries, which is the, you know, my staple here. I'm hoping that it's going to be really good fishing. I'm pretty sure that it's going to be awesome. A bit of knock on the wood, because you never know. Last time I was here, I had a really hard time of, you know, hooking them properly. I don't know what was going on, but I had so many tugs and some, like, few kicks and maybe some jump, and it was weird. That doesn't usually happen to me. Sometimes, of course, but it was like constantly. I caught, I think it was 48 centimeters. Nice fish, really nice fish, and with the pupa thing. And yeah, it was nice. But of course I'm hoping for plus 50 centimeter. Takes a lot of effort to get here, but when you are here, it's just bliss. Always when I'm drinking something, it just, my mustache is dripping. I don't care really, but it might be a bit off-putting for someone. Coffee feels good. It feels really nice. I'm so pleased with this camping setup. Like, everything works. At least for now. I'm a bit worried about my tarp thing for when it's gonna be really windy and you know, really strong gusts of wind, because this area, as you can see, there's not much cover, you know, wind cover. Yeah, and yesterday it was so cool that, because it's been so dry and the leaves of the birch trees are dried up. Yesterday it was like warm, and the smell of the birch leaves, dried birch leaves. You know, as a Finn, because we we use sauna all the time, and we have this odd tradition that we will take some branches from the birch tree with the leaves on, and then we will go to sauna and just put it in the hot water and just start to, you know, hitting yourself with that. Spanking yourself with that branch. Yeah, we have some weird things that we do because we are Finns. Finjävels. But the smell was same, you know, that birch leaf smell, the aroma, it's just, I can't describe it. You need to know it. That's how it is. Happy. So excited. I'm just waiting for this, you know, I'm in a funk. I'm just waiting for it to lift. I need a couple of days just to recover, and then it's going to be all just fine. Wind starts to pick up. I wonder if it's going to be as windy as yesterday. Probably not. It's really pretty weather at the moment, but well, I think it changed the direction. Seems so. Maybe it's going to be really windy. You never know here. The weather changed, you know, usually it changes just in an instant. It's hard to predict. I feel lazy. I think I'm gonna go to do some foraging. If I could find some blueberries, and yeah, I need to check the other one. I just cannot remember what's cowberry. What? It's lingonberry. Those bitter, sour things. Bitter, sour, red things. Would be really nice to have it with the burger. But not yet. I'm just gonna eat now and maybe change some clothes and take some container, and then we will see. Burger. Managed to find some patch of lingonberries, and there's another red berries that are not lingonberries, and I'm not entirely sure which ones they are. I need to check that later, but I don't think those are edible. So these are not entirely ripe. I need to just pick the, you know, the top ones which are fairly ripe. I hope that this will be ripe soon. I'd really enjoy some lingonberries with my beef. I'm gonna check another patch if there's more ripe ones. Yeah, it's not looking too promising. It's so dry. This is a flood channel. It's usually somewhat underwater. There's water in the main channel, and there's fish too. I think I can achieve it. I'm just gonna take some containers with me when I'm going fishing, so in that way I can cover a lot of ground and look for another spots I think I'm just gonna pick some more lingonberries, the ripe ones, and yeah, some blueberries. There's some, but very few. Just enough to have a taste, you know. I managed to find some cranberries. I think this might be ripe even. Yeah. Here's a couple too. It's hard to find because the moss is almost same color than these cranberries. These are refreshing. You are ripe enough. Yeah. These are good. You know, this here looks like horsetail, but it's not. This is the poisonous one. So, not gonna make any tea from that. Anyway, I'm gonna pick some berries and head back to camp. I need some rest. I'm gaining some energy right now. That's good for tonight's fishing. Would be awful to be as exhausted as I was. And the weather is just... it's just amazing. There is a few, but it's just, these are just so scarce and small and dry. It's not really worth it, but you know, it's nice to have some diversity in the diet. I think I'm gonna put my efforts on fishing. Did a bit of a thing there. You know, the bushcraft. Not a big fan of a bushcraft. You're not gonna see me making any spatulas or spoons. That came out of necessity. I just needed some holder for my foldable water containers. And there's the water filter, so I'm getting fresh water. That is a big caddis. Time to put some stuff together for tonight's fishing. Okay, let's see, I'm gonna need this reel. And here's some tries. Here's some daddy long legs. The size is actually pretty good for the situation that it's on right now. I've seen approximately this size daddy long legs. Here's some caddis imitations, a bit bulky, but usable. This size. These are old flies. I'm not much of a dry fly fisherman. Some smaller minnow. Should be good. Here's the money makers. The flasher. This is the real money maker. The hook is a bit on the smaller side. I'm just testing if this works, because last time I had some hooking problems. I used a lot thicker hook wire, so that was probably the problem. The gape is smallish. Let's see if that works. Yeah, okay, here. This one. This one, those ones I'm gonna try on the morning. These should do. Some tries, bigger streamers, smaller streamers, some nymphs, some pupas. Okay, see you on the river. I'm about to do some daddy long legs imitation dry fly. I have a project to get the daddy long legs fish, and the project fish, they will never work out, so but I'm gonna try. Still it's quite windy, but sometime you just need to try. I cannot see any fish rising, but it doesn't mean anything here. Floating really well, really high. Let's try from there. Didn't open up really well. That is the spot anyway. Take it. I'd say there's no fish. I think there was a little swirl. I haven't got the hang of this new fly line yet, but I'm gonna get there. Yeah, it's sitting really nicely on the water. Real high. Maybe a bit too high. I haven't fished these daddy longlegs imitations before.